Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Football Time. And in this one, we got a big update just dropped for Madden 26 by the man himself, Eric Rayweather. Super excited for this one. We are live right now on the Kick as we speak. You guys want to join the Kick Twitch or YouTube streams, make sure you follow your boy on his Instagram. Alright, Instagram link in the description down below, and also the TikTok as well, obviously. But without further ado though, let's jump right into this. Let's go.
Has just hit Madden 26 right ahead of the Super Bowl this weekend. Now this is a pretty important update because they fixed a big gameplay issue. They also fixed a really big issue in franchise mode. They touched on a few other things, and they also updated the X Factor.
I'm gonna turn the chat off for this chat.
Superstar players for the second time this year, which is pretty interesting because usually I think they wait till after the Super Bowl to do the second X Factor and Superstar update. So it's kind of nice that we got this in right before the Super Bowl. I think Drake May being in the Super Bowl maybe pushed them to update this sooner because let's be real, with the way he's playing, he should be an X Factor player. So they did get that in the game.
Wait, Drake May's not X Factor?
In this update really shortly. But if you want to make sure you're always up to date with the latest Madden and college football news, especially for Madden 27, because we're going to start getting leaks for that in the coming months, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss any of these important videos when they go live. You know, more than half of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed, and you might not even realize it, and you could be missing out on some really important videos when I release them. Now, as we are nearing the end of the football season and kind of the end of the Madden season, we're probably not going to see too many more updates for the game. We may get one more update in March, but that'll probably be it because right now they're kind of more so on to Madden 27 and starting to implement whatever changes.
And I can't wait. So bro, I can't wait for the Madden 27 trailers, bro. Gonna be the last significant you know your boy gonna be reacting to them.
But we could still get a smaller one later on. Now, with this update in gameplay, this is going to be really big for people. I think even more for franchise mode or people that play against the computer. They fixed an issue where AI quarterbacks would occasionally run out of bounds despite having scramble lanes available. Now, I don't play versus the computer a whole.
Guys, this has been happening for quite some time, okay? Because I mostly play against the computer, and obviously I've had a lot of franchise series on my channel. It used to be really, really bad. Now, I don't know about it now, but I am super glad that they that they finally fixed this, bro. Because at first, you liked it, but then it was like, bro, like the AI back then, like Madden 20, Madden 21, the AI was brain dead. It's just simple as that. If you played against the CPU in franchise, no matter what skill level you played at, the quarterback, if it was Lamar, he's not running the ball. And when he does run, it's either a sack or he's running out of bounds. He does not play like Lamar, okay? I am so glad they're fixing this. I'm so glad they fixed it.
So this is not something I've ever really run into, but I have heard, I think this has been an issue for kind of multiple years maybe, so kind of a weird issue, not sure maybe multiple why it took them so long to fix this, but sometimes AI does have these weird behaviors or issues that can sometimes
I have heard though in this year's the AI is a lot better.
Sounds like they've got that fixed now in Madden 26, and hopefully it should be just fixed going forward. Now, they didn't list any other gameplay changes. There could be some tweaks here or there. Sometimes when they do these smaller updates, especially, sometimes they don't list every little thing that they change. Sometimes whoever's writing the blog notes can overlook something, but I really wouldn't expect any major gameplay changes at this point of the year. The last two updates, they've kind of tinkered with RPOs, defensive alignment, and some other things. I don't really know if they've addressed anything else, but there always could be some other little tweaks that they did make, but I don't really think anything probably too notable at this point of the year. Now, moving on to franchise mode, they fixed a really big issue that I think just became a problem recently after one of the last updates or two. They fixed an issue where quarterback progression could take an unintended regression hit at the end of the season, primarily impacting younger QBs. I had
Oh,
seen some people talk about this on Twitter recently where
hmm,
at the end of the season,
damn.
almost every quarterback was regressing in crazy ways, even young QBs that had won MVP and things like that. So,
What?
unfortunate bug. Sometimes it happens when they go in and update when you're dealing with game
Yeah.
code. Sometimes
I'm
one
glad. I'm
thing
glad
can have
that's.
an
I'm glad that's
unintended
getting
effect on
fixed. So
something completely unrelated. And that's probably what happened. But they did get it fixed pretty quickly here, at least, because sometimes these things, they linger for a while. Either they can't find the reason that it's broken, or maybe they just don't even realize it's broken yet. I don't know. But sometimes these things do linger for way too long. Kind of glad that this one got fixed pretty quickly, because that really just makes franchise useless for a lot
damn,
of
this is a
people if
pretty
every
long
QB
video.
is hitting these crazy regressions after every season. Now we're going to continue on with the rest of the important updates, but I want to shout out today's video sponsor really quickly, Underdog. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog.
Shout out to Underdog.
They fixed an occasional hitch when viewing instant
Ooh,
replay on the Switch 2.
presentation.
So I don't know how many people play on the Switch 2.
I
Probably
have
not a lot
not
of
heard
people,
much things
but there
about the
was a
Switch
little
2.
bit of a glitch there that I
Do
had
people
seen some people
do you
mention.
guys
So they
play
did
on
fix
Switch?
that.
Let me
They
know.
also resolved an issue where the
YouTube.
soundtrack music would not resume after completing the weekly recap. Not really the biggest deal in the world, but they did fix it. Another thing that was
Nice to
supposedly
have.
fixed in this update, it wasn't
All
listed, but I
y'all
was told it
equipment
was going to be
fans.
fixed in this update, was the Shut F7 Pro. It got added last month into the game, but
That looks
apparently there was an
fire.
issue with it. I don't know if it was just on field or what the
No, you
case
gotta
was,
have
but
Chase on
something
them.
was wrong with the back of the helmet that was said to be fixed in this update. So definitely make sure to be on the lookout for that. It should be addressed now, and everything should be working properly. Now let's move on to the biggest part of the update, which are the new X Factor and Superstar players.
You
So of
see
course,
it,
for the
baby.
Patriots,
You fucking see it, baby. My boy, the best corner in the league, Christian Gonzalez. And then you see the MVP, Drake May. As X Factor Superstar, X Factor Superstar, X Factor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bro, I don't know why it took them this long, but EA did right by us. Did right by all the fellow Patriots fans. EA did right by us this time, okay?
they're in the
What I'm
Super
talking about.
Bowl. They had to show them some love with both Christian
Come
Gonzalez
on.
and Drake May. Now, Christian Gonzalez should have probably already been an X Factor. He was
Definitely.
the second
I'm
highest rated
surprised.
corner in the game, I think, all year. So, not sure why he wasn't already,
I
but
don't know
he's got
how he
universal
wasn't.
coverage, which is one of the better X Factors for a DB. His abilities are acrobat, one step ahead, and short route KOs. So, you put this guy in man defense, he's going to perform his best by far.
Just put him in
And then for
man,
Drake
put him on
May,
that
he got
side,
his
and he good.
superstar in the last update, which is just a month ago, and he was the only player that got this, and they've already bumped him up to X Factor because, again, he ran through
did I
the
react to
playoffs,
that?
got to the
I think
Super
I
Bowl,
did.
so kind of have to show him some love. He's got the Pro Reads X Factor, and then he's got some abilities here, long range Deadeye, fearless, and a sideline Deadeye, so he's going to be accurate and kind of immune to that pressure in the pocket. Rams QB Matthew Stafford also finally got moved up to an X Factor as well. Had one of his better seasons of his career, even this late into his career. So kind of had to move him up. He might wind up winning MVP. We'll have to see. It'll be probably between him or Drake May. So we'll see which way they go. He's got the Dots X Factor. And then he's also got some new abilities here. I forget which ones he had previously, but these are the ones he has now. So he probably got one or two new ones here. Set feet lead, a really good ability. It gives you that extra kind of throw power and velocity. So that's always really good. And this one was long overdue as well. Trey McBride, the best tight end in the league right now. I mean, he's just been going crazy. He's got the Yakima X Factor, and he's got some new abilities here. He had mid-out elite and short in elite, I think, already. So the deep in elite might be the new one. One of those is new. I can't remember, but
I haven't really.
Almost
The
any
only
route you put
person
him on, he's
I
going to cook.
really
And I mean, that's what he does in real life.
for the
So
Cardinals
that makes a lot of sense.
Was McBride.
Moving on to the new superstar players, we have Andrew Thomas of the Giants. Kind of surprised he wasn't a superstar already. He's pretty much been a really good offensive lineman for a minute now, so I don't know why, but he's got pass protector and threat detector. Threat detector, actually one of the best abilities you can have on a lineman because it shows you who's blitzing on 3rd and 4th downs. That is a huge advantage. Of course, they had to give Caleb Williams some love. He had a really good season. He made a lot of crazy plays, and they gave him the abilities that really kind of fit his play style. Agile extender,
Chat, it's supposed to snow again tonight, bro. What the fuck is happening, man?
So, I mean, it really makes sense for how he plays in real life.
Snow be gone.
Jags kicker Cam Little had to get some love. He was nailing some crazy kicks all year long. He's got Zen kicker, which means anything over 45 yards, he's going to have the slow meter, which makes sense because the long field goals for him are pretty easy. Broncos wide receiver Cortland Sutton got superstar as well. Kind of surprised he didn't already have this
Hey, a
because
lot of
he was
people
really good
talked
last
about
year as well. I
the
mean, he's been
play in the
good most
Pro
of his
Bowl
career, but I mean, last
last
year
night.
was solid. This year was
Was
good
that a
once again.
touchdown
He's
or
got
did they
short
get
out
robbed?
and mid out elite, so he's going to be really good on those routes. Bills lineman Dion Dawkins also got superstar. He's got fool me once and run protector, so
I'm
pretty
surprised
nice
he
there for
wasn't
him. Another
superstar.
guy that should have got superstar, in my opinion, last time they did all of these about a few months ago,
Ain't gonna
George
lie, I
Pickens.
feel like
Career year went
Pickens should
absolutely
be X
nuts. They
Factor.
finally upgraded him. This time he's got acrobat, so he can make the diving catches. He's got deep out elite and mid out elite, so on those deeper routes, he's going to have better catching and better route running. J.C. Horn finally getting some love as well, one of the better corners in.
Hold on. I feel like, in my opinion, Pickett should get superstar X Factor over CD. That's just my opinion. I feel like he should be superstar X Factor. CD should be superstar. That's how I'm feeling. You keep Dak there. Well, Dak don't really deserve it, but all y'all Dak fans, yeah, no. Who cares about y'all? But anyway, yeah, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I'm picking Pickens over CD, and CD is my boy, but I'm picking him over.
Outrunning.
That's just me though.
J.C. Horn finally getting some love as well. One of the better
There you
corners in the league
go.
right now.
Yeah,
He's got
J.C.
acrobat
Horn
and
got
medium
to
route
one of the
KO,
best.
so he's going to be able to make some better kind of interceptions and swats on the ball. Medium route KO means on medium routes he'll be better, so this is basically for man defense. So technically, he's going to have a little bit of extra juice in man defense than he will in zone because of that ability. We've got Ryan Kelly, the center for the Vikings. He's got Matador and Tear Proof, so that's going to help him against certain pass rush moves. And the Broncos defense continues to get more love this year. They've been just an absolute unit. Zach Allen, their defensive tackle, gets El Toro and interior threat. So that's going to help him on some of those pass rush moves. That's going to help the D-line out a lot. And then they've already got Nick Benito as well. So definitely got a couple guys there on the line that can get busy.
That whole defense is
Now, there were also
terrifying.
some players who were demoted as usual. So here are the players that previously had X Factors, and now they've been bumped down. Dexter Lawrence, Jaden Daniels, Joe Mixon, and Sauce Gardner. Now, with Jaden and Joe Mixon, I kind of get it because they didn't really play a lot this year. And if a guy's been injured, hasn't played a lot, usually at the end of the year, they do demote him. So I kind of understand why they're doing that. Here are the players who had superstar and now have nothing. Aaron Jones, Andrew Van Ginkel, Brandon Sheriff, C.J. Stroud, Chris Godwin, Jake Ferguson, Justin Simmons, Kenny Clark, Ladd McConkey, and L'Jarius Sneed. And for some of these players, I understand why. They either just didn't play that good this year. Some of them were hurt. The one guy for sure that I'm a little confused by is Jake Ferguson. I feel like he still had a good year. Obviously, the first half of the year was way better than the second half, but I still think he was good enough to be a little
surprised
player.
about that.
Now, while you're here, we also just found out that there's a potential really big change coming.
Alrighty. And that is all of the big updates. Like I said, I am glad that they're able to fix the quarterback running out of bounds situation, because that has been that. If you play against a CPU and you play franchise, if you play against CPU and you play franchise, you definitely notice. I mean, you definitely have seen that over the years, like past 2 to 3 years. You've definitely seen that. So I'm glad they're fixing that. My boy Drake May and Christian Gonzalez finally get the superstar X Factor, something that's long overdue. I'm super excited, man. And the Super Bowl this weekend. Ooh. I'm gonna need all Seattle fans to be in the chat. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.